They're in the area. Referee tonight, Doug Petzold. Just moving people around right now, confirming substitutions. Everything looks good. Serving for the Legends, number 13, Leah Holtz. Leah Holtz. And that's just long. Point Crusaders. Libero number 2, Emily Erskine, is in for Leah to serve from Austin O'Brien. Can't see the number on the jersey, a little dark. Point Legends. Crusaders on the net. Back to serve for the Legends. Number 3, Abby Pickard. That's number 3, Abby Pickard. Service into the net. Unfortunate point for the Crusaders. 7-5 for the Legends still. For those of us joining late, for those of you joining late, I should say, we were also late. My apologies. But the Crusaders have already used a timeout this game. That means they only have one left. And the Legends have all of their timeouts left because they have not used any. Back to serve for the Legends, number 8, Sofia Bermaka. Apologies to all the families listening at home for me saying these names incorrectly. Good, powerful spin serve by number 8, Sofia Bermaka. Wow, the Crusaders were not expecting that. They're all taking a step forward here, and they seem to be on their toes. Here's the serve. Switches sides of the court this time. Austin O'Brien not expecting that, and again, we're on the net. Sorry, I thought that was the Crusaders. Could have fooled me. Hard to see from this this angle. Number 7 for the Crusaders, Emma Park to serve. Very good serve coming from the O'Brien side. Nice attack by the Legends. Block at the net by O'Brien. Set up for the Legends. Punched over by number 7, Emma Park. Tipped over. Nice dig by number 3 from the Legends, Rika Kavan. The attack is just long. What a rally between these two teams here. Point O'Brien, 9-7 for the Legends. Service, nice pass by Rika. And I totally missed that. But we got the point. That's all that matters. And that they're having fun. It's 10-7 Legends. Back to serve, number 10, Layla Jaber. Great serve to the middle of the court, mishandled by the O'Brien Crusaders. And that is Mr. Zhang is here. He's joining me live in the studio, which is actually the gymnasium. We just made it look like a studio. Mr. Zhang, you're not going to be able to hear me. Can you hear me?
No, unfortunately not.
Can you hear me now?
We actually won't be able to super easy to be able to hear each other right now, but my goal is to make sure that we could actually be heard.
Well, that's why we do this, so we could hear ourselves talk. That's also why we became teachers, so we could hear ourselves talk. It is 12-7 here. We missed a couple serves. Still serving, number 10, Estelle. No, that's the wrong team. Layla Jaber subbed out for the libero. Number 2, Emily Erskine's back in, backcourt specialist to serve for the Crusaders. I have no idea. Too far away. But nice pass by Olivia. Big attack. Oh, that wasn't Olivia. Big attack by Leah.
It's so hard to actually see all the numbers when they're moving around, eh, Mr. O?
Well, I would add some contrast to those jerseys if it was me. You know, make the numbers stick out a little more. If we were going to redesign the jerseys, I don't know if anybody knows somebody out there that can do graphic design, but next time we do the jerseys, We're going to work on that. Back to serve number 4 for the Legends, Brooke Desmarais. I'm going to guess, but that is a sibling of Brendan Desmarais from the senior boys team. Name spelled the same. Nice attack by the Legends, picked up by O'Brien. That was number 7, Natasha Sheehy. But, oh, I thought the ref pointed the other way. He was probably just pointing that it was in. Back to serve for the Legends, Brooke Desmarais. Jump pop serve into the middle backcourt. 2 hits and over by O'Brien. Nice set by the Legends for the attack. Into the block. And
that
to the
ball
net.
actually just hit the net, Mr. O, so it just fell short.
Oh, I was just being nice. Thank you, Mr. Zhang, for pointing out that error.
I don't know, for the viewers at home, it might be really hard to see the difference sometimes.
Nice pass. Oh, attack to the middle. That was number 13, Leah Holtz. Legends tipped off the block. Trouble in front for the Legends. Going to be a free ball from Emily Erskine. Austin O'Brien handling it fine. Nice pass from Sophia to the middle of the court. 2-hand push. It's still up. This rally has gone on forever, it seems. Both teams having no trouble with the ball. Back and forth. Nice block by Leah. Up for the attack. Number 3, beautiful down the line spike by Abby Picard. Mr. Zhang, did you see that?
That was actually a lot of back and forth with the standard bump set and spikes over and over again for each side, so it was a very good rally.
For those of you at home, Mr. Zhang is just picking up the new volleyball lingo.
Actually, Mr. O, I did do volleyball way back in junior high a long time ago.
Well, we are looking for a coach for next year if you're interested in signing up.
It's a very good spike from Austin O'Brien. Is that the side?
That's the team, yeah.
Mr. O, I've been running around trying to get these microphones working, but I hope people at home are enjoying the clearer, crisper sound.
That's right. Mr. Zhang, sitting on my right-hand side here, is responsible for getting this sound working tonight. Along with these 4 cameras, we're not running just one camera here. There's 4 cameras running right now, and one of them is being run by a former student of ours, Angel Torres, now a University of Alberta student, taking education, so soon to be a teacher, 4 or 5 years down the road. Maybe she'll be in our seats right here. Service by number 13, Leah Holtz, and just long. And Emily Erskine is back in. To serve for O'Brien, I cannot see that number. It's too far away, but it looks like number 4. That was Trinity Dempster. Back and forth here in the gym, just off the net, too close to play. Austin O'Brien's point. It is 16-12. Austin O'Brien yet to take the lead tonight, Mr. Zhang. Just how the Legends like it, in fact. Keeping it close, but just close enough. Off the net, play by O'Brien. Almost squeaks it over. That darn net is in the way.
Yeah,
could
definitely.
Just get
especially trying to make sure to continue to play after it hits the net. It's so hard to get that bounce.
And if that tension isn't right on that net, that plays a significant role in how easy it is to play that ball.
For sure.
So whoever set up the nets, bravo, because the tension looks correct from our point of view. Austin O'Brien attack to the middle, easily handled by number 7, Natasha Sheehy. How do you say that, Mr. Zhang? Number 7.
I wouldn't even want to try.
Gonna just stick to the first names here.
But I did want to say it was a very good dig between Abby and Brooke, both diving for the ball before. Who is our number 2?
Emily Erskine.
Emily was able to just move it over, but it was really good teamwork to be able to just go for the ball.
Service from O'Brien. Nice pass by Sophia. It's going to be a free ball. Attack from Austin O'Brien from the middle. Just a little long. The Legends clearly called that out. They were sure about that one. Whoa.
Oh, no, it looks like it was in.
Wow, we are not paying attention
Nope,
because
it is. It is
must have been.
Lillian Osborne's ball.
Okay, thank you. That's what we thought. Do we have picture-in-picture up? Are we in the bottom?
We're not
No.
in the bottom.
Oh, are we putting that up?
I'm not sure. We
Oh.
never really gave directions to the rest of the
Oh.
tech team.
I wonder if they probably don't even know about it. This is a new tech team today compared to last game, right?
For sure.
Because Catherine's here, Abby. Oh, Abby was here last time. Angel Torres directing from the.
But there is a
main
lot of
rig.
things currently going on. It looks like we are getting a text message from, who is this?
Mr. Backy?
This is Mr. Backy asking whether or not we have people capable of DJing a grad party.
Totally unrelated to what's happening right now. Mr. Backy, we're just a tiny bit busy right now. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Was I in that message? Group message?
Yeah, you are.
Oh. We'll get back to you, Mr. Backy.
That was actually a text message from Miss Jones. Miss Jones, our teacher. Who
Oh, to all
takes
three of
care
us.
Of our
Oh,
grad.
that makes sense. Miss Jones, our grad committee director. That makes sense. Okay, back to the game here. 19-15 for the Legends. Emily Erskine with the perfect pass. Set by number
a nice
4,
tip.
Brooke
Very good
Desmarais.
tip by number 7, Natasha
Natasha, we're just going to say
Natasha S.
Shihai. I'm going to say Shihai. It can't
We
be
are super
anything
sorry
else.
if we pronounce these things wrong. At the end of the day,
Oh, yeah. I already apologized to the parents in advance and grandparents and relatives. Trouble for Austin O'Brien. Free ball. Getting it nice and deep. Legends have no problem with that. And a nice attack by number 13. That's Leah Holtz. It's back over. Leah's going to send it over with a... Nope. Pass it over. Nice attack by Desmarais. And the Legends get that point, 21-15. By the way, your head coach for the Legends is David Brimacombe, new to the Lillian Osborne family here. That timeout was called by, looks like Austin O'Brien called their last timeout of the game. They are out of timeouts. Tonight's behind-the-scene crew, I already mentioned their names. Behind the moving camera right now is Angel Torres. Keeping score on the screen here for you at home is Catherine Bullock. And, or is that Abigail Odemuko? Abigail Odemuko doing the score? Yeah, she's doing the score.
Yeah, Abby's doing our score today.
Catherine Bullock is doing the switchers, so she's controlling the cameras right now. And then you have Mr. Zhang here who helped set all this up. And I'm Mr. Ogrodiak, your host and your play-by-play.
I mean, I can't take all the credit,
I
Mr.
know.
O. You're the one with the vision for all of this.
Well,
I recall in the last broadcast that there was a comment about my athleticism. I definitely don't watch the sports enough to know how all this works.
hey, we're happy to have you live here today. It's nice to get a different perspective on what happens. Eventually, we can do this for arts and grad and all the other corners of the school that we would like to celebrate here. So one day maybe we're in the theater with all this gear.
For sure. This is a mobile setup. We are able to go anywhere within our school as long as we have access to an Ethernet port. Oh, it looks like Austin O'Brien is clawing back 2 points.
21-17. Austin O'Brien called that timeout on purpose to maybe swing that momentum back in their favor, and it seems to have worked.
For sure, oftentimes those timeouts are strategic so that you can give your team a break and really stop the roll of the opposing team.
That's right. Throws off the focus just that tiny bit that they need. This serve is going to be way out and almost hitting our camera. We're going to make a tally for how many times the ball hits the camera tonight, so then we know where not to put the camera.
Yeah, maybe eventually we should invest in some plexiglass shields for them.
Some padding. Desmarais, another hard serve. Pushed back into an empty hole. Miscommunication by the Legends. They're figuring it out. Coach Brimacombe helping along there. 22-18 for the Legends. 3 points away. Nice spin serve by Austin O'Brien. Tack by number 13 into the net. 22-19, Austin O'Brien behind by 3 points. That was served by number 5, Kira Downs, I believe. Somebody is on the net.
Oh, it seems like Austin O'Brien tapped that net.
Austin O'Brien on the net there, Mr. Zeng?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
and
Unfortunate turn of
immediately
events.
ends play.
Immediately ends the play. Back to serve for the Legends. Number 7, Natasha Shihai. Nice set by Desmarais for the attack. Just out. Austin O'Brien yet to have the lead. I'll say it again. The Legends just staying ahead each little bit here. Just comfortably ahead. Service from O'Brien. Nice pass by number 7, Natasha. Set by Desmarais. Free ball sent over by Leah. Austin O'Brien attack and clearly out. Giving that 24th point to the Legends. And back to serve is Leah Holtz. 24-20 for the win here. Hard serve to the back corner. Tough to handle for O'Brien. Giving them that 25th point and the first game tonight. Legends take it 25-20. And they will take a little break here, Mr. Zhang. We have a big tournament this weekend here at Lillian Osborne. I believe it's a junior tournament.
Junior high tournament?
No, is it junior high?
I think it's junior high. In fact, let's just quickly pull it up.
Junior high, that would make sense because we just made junior high T-shirts.
Senior men's and women's volleyball.
Oh, it's
tournament.
seniors this weekend.
Oh, you know what? The junior one is probably
the weekend after.
The weekend after.
Oh,
so
that makes sense.
So it looks like we have a volleyball tournament Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday. Yeah, the finals are on Saturday at 1:30 and 3, I believe. Yeah. I don't know if those will be live, but check out our YouTube channel to see if those games are live this weekend.
For sure. One of the challenges of some of these tournaments is that there's sometimes multiple games going on in one gym. It's really hard for us to isolate for one versus the other when it comes to being able to broadcast something that's entertaining and not full of whistles and calls from other games that are going around nearby.
That's right. I think the COVID restrictions prevent us from splitting the gym in half anyway. So all games in the tournament, I believe, will be single court like we're set up right now. We also have a second gym where a lot of the games will be going on too. So that means just less teams and cramming games in closer together.
But you know what, Mr. O? This year we have games.
That's right.
Right, this year we have this ability to actually have other teams come in here. So that's already a big win for the volleyball teams this year already.
That's right, and just for our student body in general, just to have these things happening, even in the arts, in the theater. They're getting ready for their big play there. What's it called?
Is it She Kills Monsters?
She Kills Monsters, yeah.
Yeah, it's about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, it kind of looks cool. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I'd be able to hopefully be able to watch that one live in our McLeod Theater at Osborne.
That'd be awesome. Shout out to Mr. Blackwell, who's been working hard with the advanced acting crew and the theater tech crew. They've been building costumes and sets, and looking forward to see that production. Last year they had 2 productions, I think. I forget the names of those.
Eurydice,
yeah. And
Well, while we're trying to remember, the second game has started.
Oh, has
It
it?
looks like
Oh, yeah.
Lillian Osborne is starting off strong with the first point.
Yeah, you want to get that first point out of the way. Just get the momentum rolling here. Serving is Brooke Desmarais. I feel like I need to say that with a French accent. Desmarais. 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 Attack by Austin O'Brien, easily handled by Emily. Set to the middle to number 6. Lauren Hanna pushed over but called for the double hit. And the points in favor of the Crusaders there. Service, Emily Erskine. Another great pass by Emily. No wonder she's libero. Consistent back row passer. Tipped over the net, out of position, where the Legends coach Brimacombe is addressing it.
Actually,
Mr. Zhang,
almost hit us.
you touched
with
the
that
ball, man.
volleyball. I know, it's amazing.
That's lucky.
2 games in a row, something like that, right?
That's good luck if you touch the ball. It means that we're going to win.
It could also mean that they're just trying to aim at the cameras.
Yeah.
Not that I imagine any of the team players would want to actually do that on purpose.
Nope, that would mean their parents couldn't watch from home. That's an early, 3-1 lead for O'Brien. Their first lead tonight.
Ooh.
Legends having trouble with
that
this
was
serve.
a good play off the net.
Pass by Sophia up to Desmarais. Tipped over by Natasha. And point Legends. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Back to serve. Natasha again. 3-2 here at Lillian Osborne. Empty gym. Not even Miss Luck is here. Usually Miss Luck is in attendance, but she's been busy with Miss Gegenbach handing out yearbooks.
Apparently they did 680 that they
handed
around
out.
the school. Yep.
Holy smokes.
Sticky noted every single one, so it was a little bit easier to hand them out.
Yeah, so if you bought a yearbook last year, you'll get them handed out, I believe, in your first block class tomorrow.
Yes, and also if you are a grade 12 student watching from last year, they are available for pickup at the front of the school. So I believe it's on our social media that says the time.
It was till 6 o'clock tonight.
For sure.
So
chances are if they're listening to this, that time's already gone.
It's too late. But I guess you could pick them up from the main office. But that would have to be during school hours now. They were here from 2 till 6 today and yesterday, handing them out.
Going back to the game, it seems that a lot of the momentum is being lost by the Legends. They seem to be making a few very small errors here and there that's really costing them the points. Whether it's just being short of the net or if it's being a little bit too powerful on the attacks. We'll see if Coach Brimacombe calls a timeout to just calm them down soon.
Hard serve from Austin O'Brien. We got to get her name.
Oh,
Here's
and there's
the
a
timeout.
timeout called. Coach
Mr. Zhang called a timeout. Foreshadowed the timeout. Just like that, Legends trying to end this momentum here. 7-3, a 4-point deficit. Their biggest deficit so far tonight. Coach Brimacombe just getting the girls back on their toes here and getting ready.
For sure.
I got to give credit to Austin O'Brien here, though. These last few serves have been bullets.
Oh, for sure. When the bump of a very powerful serve goes out of control, it's really hard to recover from something like that.
That's right. That just changes the focus and the confidence level of each player when a powerful serve comes off your hands like that.
There's actually quite a few plays from before where the bump was just short of just going straight over, and that's what cost them 2 or 3 points already.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're getting back in the game.
Okay, I believe that's number 12 of Austin O'Brien.
It is.
And her name is not on my list, but is that number 2 or number 12?
Looks like a number 12.
And I don't have that number.
You know, it looks like we're also missing some
Oh,
other numbers.
here's
There's
the
also a number 25.
Here's the numbers over here. We've been.
So Mr. O is
Oh
currently reading
my
the
God.
numbers of the players on the page, not the actual numbers on their sheet.
Probably
I don't
won't be
know if
able
we're
to
going to
hear
throw
that.
that up on the screen.
Here's the numbers, everyone at home, and here is the other numbers I've been reading.
Yeah.
So let's revisit that. Number 12 from Austin O'Brien is actually Karen Allenbach. And now back to serve is Lauren Hanna for the Legends. 8-4 deficit. Legends have some work to do. Nice serve by Lauren. Free ball for the Legends. Desmarais with the forearm pass.
Ooh.
Attack.
A little bit of a quick
Fanned
jump.
on. And point O'Brien. Okay, let me see. This is number 25. I see a number 25 on my list now. And her name is Kira Downs, not number 5. She's 25. I'm going to cross these numbers out, Mr. Zhang, so I don't accidentally read them. Something I could have been prepared for. And Legends get that point. Back to serve, number 5, Nancy Key. Overhand serve, easily handled by O'Brien. But not by the Legends. Big deficit to come out of here, Mr. Zhang. 10-5. Looks like Mr. Brimacombe might be putting in a whole new crew here just to shake it up a bit. Sometimes players get comfortable on the court and just kind of forget the basics, and they need to be shaken up a bit. So sometimes a coach will sub off the whole group and just say, hey, girls, take a break, refocus. Don't take this opportunity for granted, and we'll get you back out there.
Especially it's so hard to be focused when your emotions start running high and the frustration keeps you from making good plays.
That's right. You just can't dig yourself out of that hole. Things just aren't going your way.
Looks like we have another attack
But
potential.
wow, what an attack by Sofia Bermica.
Went straight to the other side corner.
And that doesn't happen without a perfect set from Brooke Desmarais, painting that far back corner.
There's a little bit of redemption since she whiffed the previous attack.
Sending a message to the Crusaders that the Legends aren't done here. Another hard spin serve rolling over the net. Trouble from the Crusaders. That's Sofia Bermica again with that powerful serve. Suddenly that lead doesn't look so bad. 7-11. Pin drop silence in here. Another roll over the net. Crusaders trouble with that serve, but the Legends trouble with the free ball. That's too bad because Sofia was really giving the Crusaders trouble there with her serve. 2 balls just rolling over the net. Those are the hardest serves to return, in my opinion, because the speed changes so quickly. Back to serve number 17, Morgan Scheller. Puts it into the net. Legends ball, 8-12. Legends are down by 4. Back to serve, number 11, Grace Burnett.
There's also a substitute of, it looks like a couple substitutes happened, but it looks like new players on the Legends side, Layla Jabber.
And Lauren is out, Lauren Hanna. Good serve by Grace Burnett. Austin O'Brien tries to tip it over, but they are unsuccessful. Legends point, it's now 9-12. Burnett going for another serve, just like the last one. Deep back row serve there. Gonna be a free ball. Played by Bermica, set by Desmarais, tipped over the net by Layla, and point Legends. So far in this game, I'd say serving has been the Legends' strong point. Not missing a whole lot of serves so far in these last 2 games, or I should say game and a half. Floats it high and to the back, and again.
Looks like it's going to go for the photographer. That completely got in the way right there. Didn't know there was going to be a photographer today.
Our only fan is a photographer. And I think he's from Austin O'Brien. And I spoke too soon. That ball sails into the net, giving Austin O'Brien the point. But they have closed the gap. 11-13 in game 2. Back to serve for O'Brien. I cannot see the numbers too far away. Nice dig by Desmarais. Someone's on the net though. Austin O'Brien was on the net.
Legends point, yep, Austin O'Brien was on the net. And looks like, was it number 4, Brooke did a very good block and then another hit of the ball, which is the only instance that doesn't count as a double touch.
That's right. If the other team touches the ball during a block, you can hit it again. Pancake attempted by the Crusaders, but just missed it.
Looks like the Legends have actually tied 13-13 now.
Wow, coming back from I think it was a 6-point deficit? 7 point? 5 point. Who knows? It was.
The important part is that they're back.
Yeah. What? Did you see that serve?
That had so much spin on that
Brooke
serve.
Desmarais, a jump serve with some top spin and a quick timeout, much needed by the Crusaders. Both teams using a timeout this game.
For sure, it looks like Coach Brimacombe's previous timeout really got them back in motion.
That's
able
right.
To make up some lost ground.
That's right, and now the Crusaders are a little bit nervous and maybe on their heels a little bit.
For sure, because like being behind by 1 game is already stressful enough, but being behind 2, sometimes it's really hard to claw back from.
That's right. They do not want to go down 2 games here, because like Mr. Zhang said, that's even harder to come back from. They would have to win 3 straight to walk out of here with a win.
For sure.
So they know how important this second game is. Legends want to put them in that position because it puts that added pressure on the other team and sometimes forces some mistakes. Back to serve again. Brooke Desmarais, she's on a roll here. Let's see if she hits them with the jump serve again. She does. To the back row. O'Brien's going to send a free ball to the back. One-arm dig by Emily Erskine. And that saves the day. Let's see if they could turn out to be a point for the Legends. Desmarais with the set. Going to be a free ball tipped over by number 10, Layla Jabber. Big kill by the Legends. Number 7, Natasha Shihai. Desmarais fumbles but gets the ball over.
By Brooke Desmarais. She just dug it right over the net and it just was in.
That's right. That just proves never to give up on the ball. Brooke still serving. Jump serve again, and a nice one it is. To that back row, it's going to be a free ball. Miscommunication by the Crusaders.
What did Mr. Basha call that? The donut? It went through the hole, right? There was.
Oh, I don't remember what he said.
Well, that's because I'm the one listening to the two of you when you're talking.
See, I don't even listen to him. He doesn't listen to me. Oh, Brooke, another jump serve into the net. Ending the roll she was on, but 16-14, Legends comfortably in the lead. But that could turn with some successful serves by number 4 here, Estelle Stephaner from the Crusaders. Legends send a free ball that looks like it might have been out, but the O'Brien touches it. What is the call?
It looks like there was an Austin O'Brien player who was under the net.
Under the net, that's what it looked like the call was from ref Doug Petzold. Serve, nice hard serve by number 7, Natasha. And the Crusaders cannot return it. The Legends expanding their lead by 4. Natasha back to serve again. Another hard serve. The Crusaders are forced to play it with their hands there. Oh, ball being dug and into the face of number 10, Layla Jaber, but she shakes it off like a champ. And there's all smiles, so that's good to see. I remember getting a ball in the nose and the tears were rolling after that. So pat on the back to Layla for taking that big attack, but it's just long according to the lines people. Referee Petzold agrees. 18-16. Back to serve the Crusaders. A little jump popper. Nice pass by Erskine for the set. Desmarais tipped over by Layla. Free ball. Pass Natasha to Desmarais. Back, tipped it over. Another free ball. Erskine, no problem with that. Set by Desmarais. Attack! And a big one it is. But just long. Giving the Crusaders their 17th point.
It's always so hard to time those spikes. Sophia was just a little early and it was hard to hit the ball at her apex.
That's right. Apex, also known as the peak of your jump.
This is very true.
Just making sure I got that right. Trouble, it's going to be tipped over. Free ball. Desmarais, the setter, takes the first contact. Layla just missing the attack. And we're all tied up here. A close match here. Lillian Osborne. Crusaders with the serve. And it's a hard one. Erskine's forced to play it with her hands. Free ball over. Tipped over, off the net, and over! What a save by Layla. Getting that point. Playing it one arm off the net. Also known as the chicken wing.
Is that a real thing, or did you just make that up?
I think it is a term. Oh, served a little early. We thought we heard a whistle, or she thought she heard a whistle, but it might have been a squeaky sneaker. Nice hard serve. I think there's a touch there. They're calling it out. No touch, no touch. Oh, no touch from the ref. Coach Brimacombe calling for the touch. Oh, wow, what good sportsmanship by Austin O'Brien. Nobody was calling the touch call except for Coach Brimacombe and the Austin O'Brien player. Now, I wish I could get the name of that player, but that's just the whole team right there. Applauding Austin O'Brien Crusaders for their sportsmanship. That's great to see. Gives you goosebumps to know that students are just here for fun and to play fair. Back to serve, Layla Jaber. To be fair, the ball did go off her hands, so just missed by the three players, or the three officials. And that's the Crusaders' last time out. They're 3 points away from dropping the second match here.
As we're researching how to actually set up for these broadcasts, we're watching a lot of Olympics, and it was really cool to see that they could actually do video challenges nowadays. So each team could have up to 2 false video challenges of a touch on the Olympic volleyballs. So
right, yeah.
I don't think we'd ever get that sophisticated.
That's
where we
right.
could do instant replay, but
yeah. Well, we could always go back and YouTube a day later and review it. And although it doesn't change the score, it would give you peace of mind. And that's about it. That's all we can do. How's the sound there, Mr. Zhang? Is there any way to check?
I haven't actually been checking a lot, but like we can actually turn it up and see and like hear.
Review it. Although it doesn't change the score. It's pretty good.
It's pretty tough when there isn't a
Is my voice that deep?
easy way to be able to hear what we're actually saying and making sure that things are working properly. But many of these behind-the-scene things are in the works. It looks like we're starting. Mr. O, what ends up happening is that when you're talking to your microphone, it will distort your voice. So the mixer will try to distort it back to making you sound. And yes, your voice does have a natural mid-deep tone to it.
So would that, if I was a singer, would I be a soprano?
Oh, definitely not. You'd probably be something like a baritone.
Baritone. Baritone. La 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 la.
Makes your voice sound more natural, as opposed to when you talk into a cell phone or a telephone. They normally knock off all of the low frequencies so that it saves on data transmission. Not to totally nerd out on you.
Well, I hope everyone at home is learning something, because I know I am. It's 22-19. Desmarais to set outside. Big jump by number 8, Sophia Bermica. It's off the block. Off the block.
And out.
It should be our point. It is our point. 23-19. Good call by the lines people there to confirm that with our referee, Doug Petzold. Back to serve is Nancy Key. Unfortunately, sailing it into the net. Legends would like to have that one back. Back to serve for the Crusaders. Looks like flat-footed attack from number 8, Sophia Bermica. Free ball, Erskine pass. Desmarais dumps it over the net, but she was on the net.
A two-touch? Oh no, it looks like there's a touch on the net.
That's right. Brooke Desmarais jumped up to tip it over and made contact with the net. Sophia, nice pass to Desmarais. Up to kill for Legends was Grace Burnett.
Oh, a strong attack, but that attack went out.
Crusaders respond, but just out.
It's 24-21 for Legends right now.
This could be it. Back to serve. Powerful Sophia Bermica. Crusaders not looking forward to this serve. Hard serve. That's long. Unfortunately, no spin was on the ball, so it just sailed wide, or sorry, long. Legends just need to successfully return this ball over the net. No problems with the serve. Desmarais has to run a long ways to get that ball, but it's over the net now. Free ball. Sophia to Desmarais. Desmarais to the middle. Big hit by Grace Burnett. At the net. Trouble. Crusaders. Legends take game 2, 25-22.
For sure, this game was definitely much more of an uphill battle.
That's right. The Legends were down at one point, I believe, by 6 or 7 points, coming back to win 25-22. Clearly, a message by Coach Bermacone was sent during those timeouts.
For sure. I was overhearing him during those timeouts and really getting the ladies to move around the court a little bit more and call out their shots. Really really helped them being able to communicate and be able to get that ball over the net.
That's right. Sometimes it's just the small little adjustments that need to be made, and it just takes a slight momentum change to get the ball back on your end and the points back on your side here. And that's exactly what happened in game 2. The Legends taking the first 2 games 25-20 and 25-22.
Just making a note right now that our umpire, Doug, he's currently sanitizing the volleyball. I don't know if we saw that in between the previous game, but that's
right. He's also wearing rubber gloves.
Yeah.
And using an electric whistle.
Yes, that is true. All these things so that we can try to still make sure that we keep all of the players and the attendants here as safe as possible while they're participating in this wonderful sport.
Mr. Zhang, question. Out of all 3 of those things you just mentioned, the rubber gloves, the sanitizing of the ball, and the electric whistle, which of those things do you think will carry forward post pandemic after
Oh,
this is all over?
such a simple question, Mr. O. Is definitely that electric whistle. How much easier it would be to have to
I,
be able to just hit a button and have a nice sharp electric whistle that's consistent
I kind of
all the
hope
time.
it's the electric whistle.
You know what? I actually think we should get some of those for our phys ed teachers. How
Yeah,
much they have to actually whistle during the day.
right. They must lose their voices.
Yeah,
Eventually.
so admin, if you're watching, let's get them some electric whistles.
Miss Grable putting in an order right now, probably sitting at her desk at the athletics office there. It's hard to see in that window, but could be putting in an order. Referee Doug Petzel just checking over the substitutions here. Sorry, the rotations, making sure everyone's in order. Crusaders are back to serve for the start of the third game. And if I could see their numbers, I'd say their names, but it's just too
Number 15?
far away.
Number 15, Jessica Boland.
Okay, Mr. Zhang, clearly better set of eyes than me. Legends, no problem with that serve, and a hard hit by Grace Burnett. Sorry, that was Natasha Shihai again. Shihai?
Maybe, Mr. O, we should start getting binoculars for this table.
Binoculars, and we should figure out how to say their names.
That would actually probably be a good thing to do in the pre-show, when we actually have sound working on time.
We're not setting a good example for the future broadcasters. Number 4 to serve, Desmarais, jump serve. The only jump server we've seen tonight, I believe. Back set to number 3, Abby Pickard puts it over the net. Down the line and out by the Crusaders.
That's one of our
And
camera rigs.
the ball has hit the camera officially. That's the first one tonight. Angel Torres needs to be a little bit quicker on blocking that ball. Another jump serve, this time down the line, right side by Desmarais. Tipped over the net. Desmarais is there to cover. That means she's out for setter, and it's a free ball sent over by Natasha. Played to the middle. Flat-footed attack is surprisingly effective.
Unfortunately, Natasha just hit the net when she was doing her bump, so going on to the Crusaders. It looks like Miss Pam Luck, our one and only.
Miss Luck is here, finally. The fan, the only fan.
Only fan that can actually stay inside is leaving.
And now she's gone. So we had a fan, and now we're down a fan. It is hot in here. I could use a few more fans. That's a joke for all those dads at home. Nice hit by the Crusaders. Dug by number 17, Alyssa Crosley. Unfortunately, just sailed wide. We're tied.
Mr. O, if we're worried about our bleachers, right? Maybe a graphic arts project could be your students making some full-size copies of themselves so we can put them up on the bleachers.
That's a genius idea. We do have a printer that could do that.
For sure. Get some foam core. We just need to have a small army to be able to actually set them all up every time.
That's true. We'd have to come up with some easy way to just prop them up.
Maybe if we get something that pops up, right? So we just push them all down and push in the bleachers, and away we go.
And then they stay in there.
Yeah.
Like one of those folding books at the story pop. So what is that called? A pop-up book?
Yeah.
Serve by Crusaders, mishandled by the Legends. It's now 4-2, 5-2, my apologies.
Yep, it looks
5-2.
like some of the same messaging that Coach Brimacombe gave before might need a bit of a reminder, where we're getting a lot of our Legends not moving around the court as much as they can.
It's going to be a free ball sent over by the Legends. Legends quick rotation. And mishandled by the Crusaders, giving the Legends possession and that point. 5-3. Back to serve is Natasha. And they know how hard this serve can be. There it is, hard and to the back, but surprisingly nice pass by the libero, number 16 from Austin O'Brien. That is not on my list. Is that number 6 or 16? Austin O'Brien, white jersey. Number 6,
Number
sorry.
6.
Number 6, that's Rika Kavan. Rika Kavan. 2 great passes by her. If I were the Legends, I'd be making sure that serve doesn't go to her. And a big block by number 13,
block.
Leah Holtz. And almost another big block by Leah. This time just scraping her left hand and into the court. But that first block surprised the Crusaders. Back to serve. Number 12, Karen Allenbach. Legends have trouble with it. It's eventually sending a free ball. It's back to Erskine. Set and put over the net by Alyssa Crossley. Alyssa again sending a flat-footed attack over with some spin. Dug by Erskine. 3 girls scrambling to try to get that ball up. Unfortunately, it's the Crusaders coming out with that point. 7-4 in the Crusaders' favor. There's a missed serve by the Crusaders. Legends will take that point. Not a lot of missed serves this game. That's impressive. The last game we did was the junior boys, I believe. And that first game surprisingly had 7 missed serves or something in that first game. This game, only 1. Big hard serve by Leo Holtz. Crusaders sending a free ball over. Dug up by Natasha. And the Legends.
Like it was going to be in, so
that's
it was
right.
A very good dig.
Very good dig by Natasha there. Coach Primacombe making sure that they know what a good play that was. Leo Holtz to serve again. Powerful back. Go a little bit long there. And O'Brien is serving. It's 8-6 in O'Brien's favor. I think that's number 4. Estelle Stephaner serves for O'Brien. It's going to be a free ball. Squeak. No, not even over the net. Unfortunately, Austin O'Brien takes that point. It's now 9-6. Out of rotation, O'Brien. Now they're going to have to figure out who was out of rotation here. Unfortunate for Austin O'Brien, but the Legends will take it.
Mr. O, do you actually know what that call was for out of rotation?
That means
I'm unfamiliar with it.
It means the setter left early her position, because as soon as the ball is served, the players can go wherever they want on the court, but they have to be in their positions before the serve. So the setter, I believe, left early, or she started in the wrong position.
Understandable.
Yep. Nice pass by Natasha. Set to hit. That was number 11, Grace Burnett. Crusaders having trouble with that one. And it's suddenly 8-9. Back to serve, Abby Picard. Nice serve down the line. Trouble. Crusaders have to dive for that ball.
Oh, that was very close to the line, and there was some hesitation there.
That's right. I imagine Abby's going to aim for that same area. It looks like Crusaders have adjusted and took a half a step to the left. But Abby goes after it again and making them go down again for that ball. Abby clearly exploiting that gap over there down the line, and successfully Legends take the lead. It's now 10-9. Let's see what Abby does with this ball again. I wouldn't be surprised if she heads down the line again, although a very difficult serve to do. She decides to go to the opposite side and maybe down the middle a little bit. Crusaders having no trouble with that, sending a free ball over. Point Legends.
For sure.
Abby?
I wonder how many more points it'll be before Austin O'Brien decides to take a timeout to try to stop this momentum.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Mr. Zhang. I anticipate one here if Abby hits into the net.
Yeah, looks like there's an opportunity for Austin O'Brien to pick up some of their momentum and be able to get back into this game.
That's right. None needed at the moment. It's 11-10. 3 serves by Austin O'Brien here would take the momentum back. And it's a hard serve by Austin O'Brien's number 11, Abigail Zazelenchuk.
Looks like there was a little bit of miscommunication on who is to finish off that setup.
Were we out of position there? No.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
there
I
wasn't
didn't
an
see it.
attacker ready.
Oh, that makes sense. Erskine receives. It's going to be a free ball. 11 sends it over. That was Grace Burnett. Maddie Smith is now setting, it looks like. Is Desmarais? Oh, yes. Maddie Smith must be setting now in this game. Erskine with the pass. Natasha to Grace. Grace over the net. Attack by the Crusaders. Maddie Smith has to dig it as the ball was passed too far off the net there. That first pass needs to be up into the front row to give the setter a chance to get under it. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. There's a nice pass by number 3, Abby Picard. Beautiful set. Maddie Smith again, set to Grace Burnett. Maddie takes the first ball. Nope, she takes the second ball. Picard puts an overhand pass over the net. And the Legends take the point. Abby was a back row player there. She had to be careful not to jump there, because if you play the ball ahead of that line and jump, it is, what's happening right now? Oh, a substitute. 6 for the Legends is in. That is Lauren Hanna. And out is 17, Alyssa Crossley. To serve is Lauren. And Lauren successfully hits the ball over the net, and it was a hard serve. Sent back to Abby. Abby, nice pass to Maddie. To the middle for Grace Burnett. And we're calling it on the net. Looks like the Crusaders.
Looks like it's for the Legends, because one of the Crusaders touched the net.
Legends point. Crusaders are on the net.
We're back to a tie game.
Lauren sending a hard serve over the net, forcing the Crusaders to play it with her hands. That's an unconventional first hit, as you want to usually take it off the forearms. That means they're going to adjust, maybe take a half a step back with the hard serve. Lauren sends it to the opposite corner. Trouble for the Crusaders. Another point for the Legends.
Looks like there is a timeout called.
That's the timeout we were expecting there, Mr. Zhang. 15-13 now for the Legends.
Yep, Crusaders called this timeout. One thing I do really miss in the gymnasium during games is like those like cheers that happen from the audience.
That's right, we don't get those.
I actually don't know if the Legends actually have their own like, token cheer that they do.
You mean when they call a timeout? Or you mean in the stands?
In the stands.
Oh yeah, no. What do we say? We just say, go Legends.
Yeah, something like that.
We'll have to ask Miss Luck.
I definitely remember when I was at Old Scona as an Olympian, we always joked that our cheers would be like, calculator based. So they'd be like sine, cosine, tan, 3.1 for 159.
Hey, I gotta say, I was at the playoffs there 2 years ago, and Old Scona was in the gym, and they had the loudest fans I've ever heard at a high school game. And we weren't even at Old Scona. We were at a different school. Just watching we were playing Old Scona. And they brought a bus full of kids. So props to Old Scona.
Clearly they didn't have an exam the next day. It looks like our Legends are continuing with their momentum. It's 16-14.
16-14. There's Miss Gegenbach, fresh off the yearbook shift.
Yep. She's
Heading
rocking
home with her smoothie. Off the antenna, the serve. That's an automatic out when the ball hits that antenna. Back to serve for the Legends, Grace Burnett. The Legends are one win away from closing off the night here with a sweep. Hard serve with the spin to Burnett. Trouble from the Crusaders, sending it over and one. Maddie Smith with the touch over the net, but we're called for hitting.
Yeah.
She just touched the net there on the dump.
Mr. O, I realized we didn't actually set a wireless mic to do an interview at the end.
Oh no.
Might have to leave this table in a little bit.
We don't have a David Brimcombe exclusive. Low, deep serve, but it's in. That's an ace for the Crusaders.
I actually might have to disappear to see if we can get that set up.
Okay, well, the road mics are here. They're just over there on the table, I think, right?
Go get the wand.
Oh, yeah, the wand. We could always
Coach
bring...
Brimcombe is on his toes. He's actually impeding our view of the court.
His 6'4" frame. Former Golden Bear basketball, I believe. I think that's a true story. Mr. Brimacombe played for the Golden Bears.
I'm always surprised at just like the caliber of the teachers and coaches that
That's
we have.
right. Mr. Jones also played with the Bears, but volleyball. Then Tashi Macapagal played volleyball for the Pandas. Senior women's coach, one of the senior women's coaches.
Didn't you also do some graphic design for the Golden Bears at some point?
Did I?
Yeah.
For the hockey team, yeah. Yeah. I did one of their anniversary logos, yeah. That was ages ago, Mr. Zhang. How do you know that?
Oh, you know, same thing that the young kids do, creep your website.
You did you did some homework. Nice pass by number 6, Lauren Hanna. Attack is blocked by the Crusaders.
Our umpire, Doug, wasn't even phased when the volleyball was headed towards him.
That's right. That's the first really big block we've seen tonight. Back to serve is the Crusaders here. Nice deep serve again. Lauren Hanna, no problems with it. Although it did go off the net. Maddie Smith phased. Not able to get hands on it. Crusaders up by 3 here, surprising the Legends. There's a nice set or pass by Natasha. Back to Natasha from Maddie Smith. Flat-footed attack. Crusaders attack from the middle. Erskine with the nice set to Maddie. And they're on the net. That's a point for the Legends. Much
like
needed.
Number 12, Karen Alubak from the Crusaders, touched the net when she was tipping over the volleyball.
Back to serve is Maddie Smith. Just missing the serve there. 21-18 for the Crusaders. Legends having trouble with the Crusaders serve right now. 22-18. Crusaders 3 points away from taking game 3 here. Another hard serve. No trouble for the Legends, although a free ball sent over just to be safe there. Flat-footed attack by the Crusaders, unsuccessful, hitting the net. Legends now have possession and their 19th point. Back to serve Natasha Shihai. Natasha putting it into the net. Crusaders taking their 23rd point. Substitution for the Legends. Looks like number 17 is back in, Alyssa Crosley, and out is Lauren Hanna. That sounds like a back row, front row positional substitution. Erskine with a nice pass to Maddie Smith. Flat-footed attack by Alyssa. Crusaders got to send it over with a free ball. Natasha to Smith. Smith up to the middle. Big attack by Leah. Point Legends. Legends starting to play with some intention here. Erskine, our back row specialist, is out. And in is Grace Burnett. Serving, Leah Holtz. Hard serve. Deep to the back court, and it's out. Crusaders 1 point away now. Erskine back in. Crusaders back to serve. Estelle Stephaner Fanning on that serve. Legends 21-24. They need 4 in a row here to take the lead.
They need 5 because now
That's
that's right.
right.
By 2.
They need 4 to take the lead, 5 to win. And they're 1 more closer. Abby Picard. Not an easy serve to receive from Abby. It's another hard one. Communication from the Crusaders declining. And there's that timeout. They know what a strong server Abby Picard is, so this could be just a strategy to try to get her off her.
Yeah, it looks like Austin O'Brien used their last timeout for this particular game.
That's right. Coach Brimacombe just kind of calming the girls down, saying, hey, don't change anything. Stay on your toes. Just got to make some good passes here. Get the ball to the setter. That first contact is usually the most important. If you can get that to the setter, usually it's all positive from there. But if that first pass goes wide or goes off the arms, makes it really hard for that second hit. Abby just hoping to tie it here. That would mean a lot to the Legends. And it's a hard serve down the line, right where she was last time she was serving. Touch off the net and over Maddie Smith. But they're giving the point to the Crusaders. Looks like we went under the net there.
Like they went under.
Not the best way to lose a game, but the Legends battled hard there, but it wasn't enough. 25-23, Crusaders take that third game. We're gonna have to play fourth game, Mr. Zhang.
For sure, but you know, longer games means that they have more experience, more practice, and they're able to have more opportunities to show their skills. So a fourth game is not necessarily a bad thing.
That's very optimistic of you, Mr. Zhang. It's okay. What time does the Oiler game start? I forget.
I don't know. I don't even know if there's an Oiler game today.
Buddy, there's an Oiler game, all right. There's an Oiler game tonight. But that's okay. We'll catch the, I'll PVR it. We'll catch the last 2 periods maybe. There's also pizza left. Did you have any pizza yet?
I actually did not eat dinner yet.
Buddy, go get some pizza here.
Oh, no worries. It's great to actually be sitting right beside you, Mr. Oftentimes we're always running around.
That's right. This is rare that we're ever sitting for this long.
Right, and you know, it's great that we have such an awesome team that we can actually like be able to enjoy our time here at this table instead of making sure that things are happening behind the scenes.
That's right. Eventually our goal here is to have a couple students back behind this camera and doing the play-by-play, and we're just in the what's the word I'm looking for?
I guess the pilot or
this is
preliminaries?
That's right. We're just in the process, I guess, of training some students into taking over here. So
Yeah, we had over, what, 100 applications for more positions on the LOHS TV team?
That's right, 102 applications this year. And that's 3 different LOHS TV teams now with the.
Right, and we whittled it down, but we still have to get those last few people
That's right.
finalized, and then we can start expanding this.
And they sure made it hard to choose. There's lots of good applicants sending in their self-tapes.
And as I don't know how much the audience can tell, but every single time we're trying to make this broadcast better and better so that you can enjoy it more at home.
That's right.
One day we hope that you'll all be able to come in person.
That'd be better.
That is, but I've been also told that, with our broadcast, people who wouldn't normally be able to come, whether out of town or have transportation challenges,
That's right.
are able to still enjoy watching their family
That's
play
right.
these games.
And that's why we're doing it. Here we go, back to serve. Brooke Desmarais back in the game. There's that first point. The Legends are on the board. It's 1-0. Brooke making a early impact in this game 4. Jump serve just squeaks over the net. Crusaders having big trouble with that serve from Brooke Desmarais.
Mr. I'm actually going to leave the table to try to get that additional tech set up.
Okay.
I do apologize to the audience if you hear me fumble with the microphone as I set down the headset.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Zhang. I appreciate your help here. I look forward to you returning. Brooke touching the ball, first hit, so she's out. Sending it over. Attack by the Crusaders. They're on the board now, 2-1. Back to serve number 4 for the Crusaders, Estelle Stephaner. Serves it to the back row, no problem for Emily Erskine. Attack by number 10, Layla Jaber. Looks like Legends point there. Serving for the Legends, Natasha. It's a hard serve to the left side. Crusaders have to go down to get that. But it's off their arm and into the stands. Natasha probably going to expose that gap again. Let's see if she does. This time sending it further deep. And again, Crusaders having trouble picking up that serve. It's 5-1 for the Legends in game 4 here. Squeaks it over the net. A hard serve too. Natasha's 3rd serve in a row here. This is her 4th. Spreading it all over the court here, giving everybody a chance in the Crusaders to touch the ball. And it's a big attack by number 13, Leah Holtz. Sorry, that was number 8, Sophia Burmica. Forcing the Crusaders to call a very early and unconventional timeout. Brimacombe impressed with what he's seeing. Natasha serving, about to serve her 6th serve in a row, I believe. 5th serve. Impressive. Crusaders going to make small adjustments here to make sure they can just get this ball up in the air. They haven't got out of their 5 serves. I think 4 of them have went ricocheted off their arms and out. So the Crusaders are going to hope to just get this one up in the air. Let their setter get under it. Referee calling the players back on the court. Natasha confidently picks up the ball, knowing that this timeout could have affected her focus, but let's see what happens here. It's a hard serve again to the back left side of the court. Crusaders sending a free ball. Desmarais back set to Abby Picard. Flat foot attack. Again, Crusaders, free ball. Picard sends a dump over. It's deep and out, just out. Natasha to serve again. It is 8-1. For those of you following along at home, this is Natasha's 7th serve in a row. I think it was 1-1 when she started serving. Another hard, this time with spin, forcing Crusaders to hit it over with one hit. Picard up for the kill, sends it to the back. Crusaders cannot control that. The Legends have surprised the Crusaders with a 9-1 lead. Credit to the serving of Natasha. She high here. Another one. The consistency of Natasha serving is impressive. There it is again, deep. There we go. The Crusaders get the ball up, but it's off the net this time. No chance for their setter to make a second contact. It's 11-1. Natasha back to serve for a 10th time in a row. This time, it's in the net. Natasha's teammates be sure to pat her on the back for that string of successful serves. Back to serve for the Crusaders now, number 12, Karen Allenbach. And it's a little bit of a jump serve, powerful nonetheless. Up to kill, number 10, Layla Jaber, in not a very great ball to hit, but she finds a way. And now she's back to serve. Layla Jaber coming off the right corner here. Sailing wide off the forearms of the Crusaders. 13-2. Legends were off for 2 days here with the professional development for the teachers. So a short week for them, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then onto the weekend again, so lucky, lucky students. Back to serve again. Layla Jaber. Hard serve. Off the forearms and into the roof. That's how hard that serve was. These junior girls, the Legends, serving up a storm here, forcing another timeout for the Crusaders, an early second timeout. Halfway through this match, the Crusaders have burned both timeouts now. Brimacombe just keeping a calm stature to his girls. I gotta say, if this is a little insight into the senior teams coming up here in the next couple years, we have some great servers about to join the senior ranks here at Lillian Osborne. Miss Grable has to be looking forward to that next year with quite the crop of volleyball players to choose from. Props to all the junior high coaches for developing the serve of these young ladies. I've never seen such a group of girls that could serve like this. Another one from Layla Jaber. Float serve to the back row of the Crusaders. Tipped over. Desmarais set, big jump by Sophia Bermica. Desmarais is out on the second hit now. Flat-footed attack. Grace Burnett. It's in. Legends point. Giving Layla another serve. I apologize, I haven't been counting Layla's serves, but it has to be 5? This has got to be her 5th in a row. It's a hard serve, rolls it over the net, forcing the Crusaders to free ball. Attack by Grace Burnett, trouble, Crusaders. 18-2. Seemingly a blowout at this point. Crusaders 17-point deficit. 6th serve from Layla. Another point. Layla putting this one into the net. Giving the Crusaders their 3rd point of the game. Emily Erskine's back in as the libero. Back to serve for the Crusaders, number 25, Kira Downs. Gonna try and make up some ground. Puts it into the net though. Legends are 5 points away from taking game 4 and tonight's contest. There it is, the tough serve of Abby Picard. 3 tough servers in a row for the Crusaders. (21) Abby to serve again. There it is. Tough attack for the Legends. Crusaders will take that one. Just putting it into the net there on our side. Back to serve, number 4. Estelle Stephaner from the Crusaders. Desmarais to set. It's going to be a free ball coming off the forearms of Grace Burnett. Free ball from the Crusaders as well. Natasha puts it perfectly to Desmarais for the attack. Grace Burnett sending it into the net, giving the Crusaders their 5th point. Back to join us is Mr. Zhang here, back from the truck.
There was pizza in that truck.
Did you have some pizza?
I did.
There we go. Okay, Mr. Zhang, you missed quite a bit here. It's 21-6 in favor of the Legends.
It was like only like 1-0. What happened?
Lots of great serving from the likes of Natasha Sheehy and Layla Jaber. Even Abby Park put a few in. What a dig by Emily Erskine on the serve. Dig by Picard to Desmarais, flat foot kill from Sophia Bermica. Another free ball from the Crusaders. Desmarais sets it up, tipped over by Sophia, and it's another point for the Legends. Okay. Back to serve, Sophia. Again, not an easy server. The poor Crusaders here. Spin serve hard to the right side, off the forearms, and out. 23-6. Spin serve hard, and one contact and out again. Crusaders having trouble with the serves
like
from the Legends.
Seems like it's almost game point. Oh, it is game point.
Game point here, and the Legends haven't cycled through all their players yet. Can you believe that, Mr. Zhang? We've only seen 4 Legends serve this game, I believe. Maybe 5. Definitely not 6. Or
I
have
mean,
we
when
seen
your team is in the zone, you definitely don't want to break that out.
That's right. And into the net.
It's okay. All they need is one.
That's right. And the Crusaders need a few more than that. So, number 13 back to serve for the Crusaders. That's not a 13, is it? That's a 12. Is that?
It's a 17
That's a
serving.
17. That's Morgan Scheller. Natasha, kill at the net, giving the Legends their 25th point and the 3rd game out of 4 tonight, giving them a big win against the Crusaders. Now, usually the girls would shake hands here, but they just...
I think the clapping will happen after.
That's right. They send them to the middle and they clap.
While they're doing their summary, we can always thank our team today. So we have Angela Torres on our mobile camera. We have Catherine Bullock being our video switcher.
And Abigail Odamuko doing our score, on-screen score. And now I didn't get the in-gym scorekeepers' names. I apologize to those young ladies.
But they're also here like almost every game.
That's right. We also need them. This is not a small team of people to make a volleyball game happen.
For sure. And of course, thank you, Mr. O, for being here tonight.
Hey, glad to help, Mr. Zhang. Same to you.
I'm just glad that we have this working so that our teams can really enjoy it and the audience too.
That's right. Is this mic working? Can we get a...
We're going to go, and Mr. O is going to go run and try to get a interview, and we're going to make sure that the microphone hopefully works.
Coach Brimacombe, can I get a word here? Sure. We're here live with Coach Brimacombe. The Legends just taking 3 games out of 4 from the Austin O'Brien Crusaders. Coach, it seemed to come down to the success of your guys' serves. How often do you guys practice that in your practices there?
Well, I like to do it till their hands bleed, so we do it a lot. So we kind of live and die by the serve and the pass, but today wasn't cooking early. I think the girls just rolled out of bed and started serving. So it took a while to get warm, like an old Chevy. But once we got rolling, we were pretty good in that 4 set.
That's right. It was noticeable. Looking into your next few games here and into the playoffs, are you going to lean heavily on the serve going into those games?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's part of our MO. Is just I always tell them the first one goes in, and then after that you flatten it out and you find a spot. So they're pretty good about that. A lot of the girls, they got a really heavy ball that's hard to receive. And that's kind of how we play. So we'll keep rolling with that. Yeah, for sure.
And last question, Coach Brimacombe. The setting of Desmarais was very important in this game today. Do you see that being a factor in your next 3 games as well?
100%. She can spread the ball around to our hitters. And once our hitters get lots of touches, it moves the blockers around and moves the defense around. So once we can spread the ball, then it's a lot easier for us to get points off attacks.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the next few games, and congratulations tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's it tonight, you guys. Thanks for watching. Tune in next game where we are broadcasting. I forget which game is up next, but thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.